Ladies and gentlemen, this is Daryl Guberman. I have sent much of my information to several attorneys that are dealing in the Alaskan air disaster, because there's many people who are suing Boeing. It's not just Boeing that needs to be sued. It must be the American National Standards Institute, American National Crediting Board. When I opened up my business in 2011, I was a consultant. I also opened a registrar as well to do certification, because I believed that those people within the quality arena, within manufacturing, within manufacturing, they deserved another independent registrar that will be independent and American-based. ANSI ANAB is not. They've got over 10 registrars in China that can issue a certificate. Okay, nice, isn't it? I'm not going to go into the litany here of this mess, but this is about Boeing, liar, liar, pants on fire. Okay, Boeing was made, and I'll show this to you because many people are kind of stymied by this, but Boeing was made an FAA regulator in 2009. That meant that they did not have to they're not required to tell the FAA that they put the MCAS system on because the engines are so big and heavy on the 737 MAX, everything else. I'm not a structural engineer or a mechanical engineer, but I'll read you this. FAA increased the authority of Boeing's commercial airplanes division to self-certify its own aircraft. Authority extended to Boeing under the new system allows Boeing employees to perform tasks on behalf of the FAA that include oversight of testing and product standards, along with certification of aircraft technologies and new aircraft design. So aircraft technologies would be the MCAS. They don't have to do it. So when they're telling Miss Jennifer Homendy, the NTSB chair, concerning they want to know more about the door that blew off the Alaska Air, they don't have to. As we know, as citizens of this great country, one federal agency doesn't talk to another. So this is nothing new. So Boeing was made a regulator. On top of that, on their supplier portal, they require ANSI ANAB. On their, it's so ridiculous. On their supplier bulletin written in 2002, they come out and they say, look, here it is. Just send us in your certificate, AS9100, okay, certified by ANSI ANAB, accredited by that. Doesn't matter what type of registrar, TUV, DNV, BVQI, BSI, etc. Just send us your certificate, send us your parts, and we don't have to send any source inspectors to your facility. Jennifer, do you know why? Because it is cost-cutting initiatives. The guy who's playing golf back there, he's going to get a bigger bonus. I know when he was on the board, there were 7 out of 12 people that could vote a Dennis Muhlenberg a raise. You can't make that up. And Nikki Haley and Miss Caroline Kennedy sat on the board. They weren't board members to vote on raises, but nevertheless, what the hell did they know about aerospace? Wow. Anyway, I will say this. Boeing could have 1 million lawyers. And they could try as they may. And I have offered my services to Boeing. I have offered my services to many of the lawyers that are out there, because when you have Daryl Guberman on board, you have integrity, honesty, and the truth. I know they can write all kinds of shit about you on the internet. Meet with me. Talk to me. And you will find out attorneys for those poor survivors, as I call them, from Alaska. Because yes, they are survivors. It's good that the plane landed safely. I have been building a case against Boeing for many years about their breaking the Sherman Act, anti-competitive activities. And yes, get me on your team, because I would be part of that lawsuit. And what we have is the truth. What we have is the data. What we have is that those attorneys are going to try to lie, okay? Lie as they must for Boeing, trying to save Boeing's ass. But they will not do that. Because you know something? I will have to tell you a Thomas Paine saying, and this is who I am, attorneys, and this Jennifer Homendi. I love the man who can smile in trouble, who can gather strength from distress and grow brave by reflection. 'Tis the business of little minds to shrink, and he, whose heart is firm and conscience approves his conduct, shall pursue his principles unto death. And that's a promise. And we have something that Boeing doesn't have. Integrity, honesty, and the truth. They've got the FAA lying for them because Boeing is the FAA. So I thank you.